Hello everyone, my name is Lashanok Chimpalapibun from 6/1 class. Today I'm going to talk about the two articles. For the first article is talking about one man who's working as a chief executive. He has been dealing with many people including youngsters and he has learned so much from them as spending time working with them. He talked about his proudest moment when a young man came to work with him for 8 years without any diploma from high school, and that young man did the hard work without any complaining. After many years, the young man successfully became a senior staff who runs a division with 15 people under his command, has a nice family, and has his own house. This is about attempt and aspiration. The young man worked hard so he deserves to be a senior staff. Sometimes we don't need a vast vision to succeed, but just do it. And whatever we have done, don't regret. Keep it as an experience. Because vision is untouchable, so I don't think it's more important than experience. Thailand today be like trying to produce leader with much vision, but what is happening is that that kind of people can manage vast of people and resources at all. We live in a society which was it said is not as important as who said it. And success is determined by who you know instead of what you know. This society is like people born with unequal chance of success, and that is something called daddy knows based society. A society of parents sent time but controlled by some old version program. Well, Thailand is daddy knows based society. But however, it is a modern age that we can use the old vision to bring us to the future. Old-fashioned vision should be used in old day and old year, not for today. So I agree to the topic about 80%. I think we shouldn't live in daddy no space society because I believe that everyone should start from the equal opportunity. The one who try more should have more opportunities than the one who don't. The opportunity should be estimated from personal ability. Also, the country should support people who have ambition and capability. Uh, I think the country shouldn't stick to the old principle as we have to go forward to the modern age. We should use new strategy from new generation to develop the country. Let the new generation try to make a change and find the best way of our country. We shouldn't stick to old things because if those old principles are good enough, so why Thailand still have so many problems that can't be fixed? We still stay in the same place while we are trying to push our country to some better direction. I think our generation should let the new generation mix a change and clean up our daddy knows based society. However, the new generation should listen to the old generation suggestion because the old generation has so many experiences that can direct the new generation. Even though growing up can be painful, but suggestion from old generation can be some way to avoid or decrease the rate of pain. So I think we also shouldn't block the old generation. What I'm trying to tell is that the new generation should have a right to manage and make a change with some direction from the old generation. Listen and fix the problem correctly, and that's all my opinion that I think is good for Thailand for the first topic. For the second topic is Thailand and culture shock. This situation started when Ms. Yingluck Shinawatra, the old Prime Minister of Thailand, had benefited her brother Thaksin Shinawatra. The citizens have been taking to the street to condemn about this, and there are many problems followed by. So this leads to the general topple the power from Ms. Yingluck Shinawatra and have taken over the country. The purpose of the generals are to control the country to stay in peace, and they can successfully control the country in peace, but it makes the country economic of the country dull. If talking about when Mr. Thaksin managed Thailand, he supported and looked after the poor and rural communities a lot, and he made the country develop. What the generals do are lower the transfer to lower income group, concentrate on unfocused and taking no action to increase export and tourism. It's quite clear that the generals don't care a lot on country's economy. So these are the reasons why the GDP growth dropped down so far. When the GDP growth is dropped, I think the general should take action in case to reduce the risk of poor economy, but it is hard to improve the situation since the generals are fearful of spending money on any project, and their own support is too narrow for them to suggest. I think the generals should not ignore anymore before everything goes worse. I think the generals should develop and support investment with forests so that the money will be circulating. Also, the generals should help the poor on welfare and affordable health care. If the foreigner invest in our country, the economy of country will be better, and that the citizen will be able and willing to purchase on goods and service. Also, the GDP growth rise higher if the generals are brave to pay and invest in foreign and develop the welfare to support the poor in the country to let them work and have a better life. The economy would not drop down and maybe rise up. But I think we can summarize that the general's words are not good as they just come up to manage the country for a few months. Maybe they are trying to make a change or something that can improve the country's situation. And at least there are no protesting anymore. We should let them take time to prove their ability. Thank you for listening.